I think it's actually when the Six was playing with them, it's the only map they played in the group stages was Cobble. So they're going to be well versed with him in the lineup. So I feel like it will be Six obviously replacing Devil's Roll once again, but he seemed actually very confident on this map overall. So when I actually was watching him, I thought actually he's actually a very decent player, you know. So I feel like EnVyUs should win, but HellRaisers should give us a good game.
And that's exactly what I want. And so we do dive into our pistol very early on, and it looks like Angel's going to be the first contact player. You can see NBK will be showing face at one point or another towards this door. I do apologise if I do sound a little bunged up. I can hear it now. I'm going to hit the shot. Instead, it's going to be wow, taking the fight for no real reason. Glock v USP, we know how that goes, and it did favour the CT as expected. Yeah. Double flash on Apex.
NBK taking a bit of a risk there, but still, EnVyUs have recovered from worse, and the flashbangs do come over, and the smoke towards connector as well. Headshot towards Angel, now he has to fall back as EnVyUs do make their ascendance to the bomb site.
Nice work from the Glocks, just tag down Angel low. Dead Fox is in a similar position. I feel like they might be going for a booster, and I like this a lot. Happy, come on, get on. Sorry, oh god, that sounds horrible. Angel only hasn't chosen to commit, so that's nice work from Happy. He's going to have a chance for a second chance for a trade. They've actually got double boost going on here, and the CTs are coming flooding in. Kenny, surely you don't want to stick around, take that fight. He does up close, tries to land the burst. So much damage, someone die, please. It will eventually go the way of the CT side. I say that, there's only one more to find. Happy, surely not. He switches to the P2K, but there's no bullets. Oh, it's an absolute mess. Okay, Bondic finds 3, and that is the most chaotic pistol round I have seen in some time. 4 or 5 players all towards Romeo and Juliet, and it was nothing but romantic.
It was nothing but romantic.
I don't know what I'm trying to say.
I liked it though.
It was not romantic. It was far, anything but is what I was trying to say.
That would be nice.
Screw my life. Gosh, I'm fatigued.
Yeah, still though, I liked it. I liked where you were going with it.
Ich bin müde.
Yeah, it was. Let's get back on track. It was absolutely chaotic there. And Happy did a decent job considering he gets 3 kills. He had the worst luck in the world though. The fact he picked up a P2000, the CT missed all the bullets in front of him, picks up the only weapon with no remaining ammo and can't finish it off. So HellRaisers do win the pistol, and it's going to be them actually up against a force buy of EnVyUs there. They didn't get the they did get the bomb down. They are forced into the second. They get the first kill. So 6 up with that Deagle. He takes down Angel, and yes, there's a ton of damage towards Bondic as well. MBK gets the final shot in, and here we go then, 5 on 3, all just like that. It just falls apart for EnVyUs.
Like that. Second round. Definitely meant to say falls apart for HellRaisers, there's no doubt about it. Team names are hard though, Henry, don't worry.
We're going to get better at this. Yes, as the night goes on, we're going to keep going.
Just have a dab.
I liked you weren't going to let me have that one after I called you out for the whole romantic incident.
I was not. And it seems like we're arch nemesis at this point still. Yeah. 60 seconds on, and the bomb will already be going down. Zero's had his back turned, and so does Happy. What? Okay, it was actually MBK who got it from behind. Nice timing for this one. The T side are not necessarily out of the what are they out of?
Out of the woods?
Yes, that is an expression. Out of the woods. I want to say out of the forest. That doesn't make much sense still. Yeah. Dead Fox and Sticko got a real mess to deal with. Nice work from Sixer and Apex to tidy things up from platform. And I mean, that round was going to be a problem as soon as that bomb went down.
Absolutely. EnVyUs, they're going towards long at the start. They're finding that initial Deagle kill. That was 6, and an MBK towards mid as well. He's able to finish things off. And then 5 on 3. And for HellRaisers do manage to get a kill return, but the bomb going down. And in that B bomb site, they go for the retake, but EnVyUs in a decent position. Just hold them off. And after the force buy, the risky force buy, I'd say, after getting the bomb down in pistol, they managed to bring it to 1-1. And it's going to be a force buy in return by HellRaisers. It looks like EnVyUs will be focusing towards the B side, though. There'll be 5 players in the B halls, and we'll have a look at the stack for CISC. They've actually got 4 players on that side of the map. It's going to be a UMP and a scout, and just Angel. And he's towards A by himself. He's going to go to Deagle.
That is a horrible opportunity for actually EnVyUs to hit a bit of a brick wall here. Should, and it does all come down to Mr. Sticko. He's the one holding that close angle. He's the one that's going to be the first kind of contact point for the T side as they do emerge, and you would assume there's going to be a smoke or a flash to cover him, and oh, Dead Fox has missed the first shot. They'll be expecting him, and there he goes, jumps from the heavens. It's Apex to take the first, and there go the rest of them. Ripped apart, shredded. Apex is the only one to have really taken any damage alongside Happy, and Angel, he's locked out in the cold, a smoke blocking his entrance. There's even Happy hunting his other opportunity towards drop.
Still laughing at the romantic thing. It just keeps bouncing around in my mind.
A flashbang and a Deagle.
All right, calm down.
Talking of flashbangs, there's one right there into his face. Oh, I don't want to get sick, Henry. I don't want to.
It's bound to happen with the job we do. We shake a lot of hands. We're in gaming rooms all day.
I hand sanitize like after every signing session.
Yeah, but it's the whole stadium full of illness and germs, right?
And then lack of sleep and all the rest.
Yeah, and then, even traveling as well. That's obviously another area. Very but overall, HellRaisers did go for the force buy there. It doesn't really work out for them at all. They don't get a single kill, and it was EnVyUs exploiting that B-bomb side, getting in with the flashbang to the smokes. It's very difficult to CDs to hold that off with just the pistols and the UMP. So not going to be happening today, and it's going to be 2-1 in favour of the French side. We're going to round number 4, and I think HellRaisers should be on the full eco at this point. They've bought a Deagle. That's all they've purchased. A flashbang as well, Angel gets, but this is almost a guaranteed round. You can see EnVyUs. That's affecting their buy. They're going to be going with the Mac 10, the UMP, try and farm some cash to those SMGs, and probably just go straight towards B.
Can we bring up the mini-map just to see that? Look at that. That's beautiful. One side and the other. The CTs choose to invest all their bodies towards that A side of the map, and okay, Happy goes for some mad spray, long distance with the UMP, and gets very little for it. In fact, he's lost his life. Looks like it could be any to finish things up, and he will. Look at that, very well controlled with the Mac 10. They want to take it out of his hands and fast. He's anticipating a flank, can't seem to find the kill, and instead does get an eye line towards 0. Tag not fragged, and surely someone's got to go down. This duel is going on for an eternity. In the meantime, Sixer and MBK have actually been playing the objective, which is considerate of them. And now the hunting does continue. That's one for Angel, does behead Apex. Yeah, the bomb stand towards B, though. So at this point, it's just going to be Kenny S finishing things off there. So his 4th kill of the round. He had a fantastic performance on Nuke. Like the guys have on the desk, a 2.0 rating. That's quite a rare feat. And we'll see whether they can get this 5th kill. Whereas Sticko, he's going to be... If he gets the 5th, that's going to be, what, $3,000 in the bank?
Sticko towards drop down. I'm sure it will be taken care of. There it is. MBK gets the final kill. It's 3-1 on the T side of Cobble here. And we go into the next round. And the money, it's going to be okay for HellRaisers. They could get the AWP to be a full glass cannon. I don't think they'll be bringing that out just yet. It's going to be 5 rifles by the looks of things. Try and balance things out with some utility. You can see they've actually got no head armor. And that's not such a big deal. There is a Famous there in the hands of MBK. They had some SMGs, that would be more of a problem. But the AWP comes out for Kenny S to kick things off. And the first real gun round here as we go to round number 5. It looks like it's going to be more of a default from MBS, sending 3 players towards middle to start. Quite standard, try and push the CDs back, use the smoke towards middle, get some presence towards long A as well. And then you can actually decide where to go at that point.
They've got plenty of time to make a decision. It does still look like a almost full-on commitment at this point in time. Should they push through those doors? Should they make their presence known, even invest some utility into it? That's a nice smoke. Doesn't mean that CTs will be left guessing. Is there 1? Is there 5? They don't know, and that's going to force them to go ahead and lock themselves into positions or play for info 1 towards B.
Yeah, this is basically what you want to do, is take vision away from the CTs there. Let's get them guessing as to what's going on. This is a commitment, though, and Deadfox should be able to get a couple of kills here, but the spray does not land. He gets 1. The Angel, though, in a very good position here to actually get more, as he has a very successful flashbang, managed to stay alive towards Stables as well. It's going to be a 3 versus 2. Kenny S, though, with the AWP in hand, we know he can still make this round a possibility for his teammates.
Wants to go ahead and conjure up some magic with the magic stick. Indeed, that was more than just a pinprick. Angel does go down. 50 seconds, so much time for them to play with, and they're already crossing towards the side. Sticko's not holding the cross, and so this will be a freebie. Waiting and biding his time because Zero's on the flank, and he can push up that ramp completely for free. He will realise that. And it is just going to be closing in together. The pincer moving, but Kenny's holding the cross, and so he has to try and find this kill from here. He doesn't want to have to go ahead and make himself vulnerable to this crossfire. Sticko repositions. They want to try and go together. That's a perfectly timed flashbang. Now they have to try and find Sixer. It's a hunt for Sixer, and they get it. Kenny, full white on the cross. This has worked out perfectly for these two. Zero and Sticko, the dastardly duo, are doing well, and that is a very well-coordinated retake. Yeah, so they had no kids, so they had to go for the kills, try and push on the bomb as quickly as they could. Kenny S, their poor timing, as he does get flashbang, he pulls the trigger, but the players actually get towards APC. They focus on towards Sixer at that point, and at that stage, Kenny S, though, he doesn't know they haven't got a kit, right? He can't really take the risk of allowing a 10-second defuse to come in. Has to try and challenge. Can't land the first shot. He does headshot one of them with the 5-7, I believe, but I don't think it was a full headshot. I think he got him through the edge of the stable there. Yeah. So it doesn't manage to take him down, and it's going to be HellRaisers finding a round. Still, though, an expensive one overall. They managed to recover an AWP, which is good, but the reinvestment's still going to be a little bit of a struggle. Definitely got a double eco going forward if they lose this round, so we'll see what they bring to the table here. Actually sending the AWP towards long A. Is he going to go aggressive here? Deadfox looking to challenge, doesn't fully commit, but it looks like EnVyUs will. They're going to go straight in towards B here. Maybe a full-on rush to kick things off here. This is going to be very quick. Oh my lord, all 4 bodies piling onto the side. What can you do? There is full white and still finds the head of Sixer. This is fantastic. 2 EnVy players already full. The HellRaisers look to go ahead and raise the roof. And that's going to be nice from Sticker. Catches EnVy as he... his name's Kenny, not Envy. As he emerges through the smoke, and now Apex will be meeting a similar fate. All onto Happy, and he's far from it at this point. 3, now 2 to find. Nice work from Sticker. He was fantastic on that round. 3 to find the hold, and he played a battle of survival as well. Not only is he doing damage, but just staying alive in the initial engagement. That was so important and crucial to finding success there.
So EnVyUs going for a very simple round there. We know the CT money is not going to be fantastic. They can get another quick round and potentially negate any sort of incendiaries that the CTs have because they don't have the money to actually buy them. Then they go in fast. They find that first kill, then they have a very easy round ahead of them. The retake will be very difficult for the CTs there. But you're right, Sticko stake out tremendously there, just actually using the bomb set itself to dodge the flashbangs and get 3 kills and actually single-handedly winning the round for his teammates, who go to another 7. Still money available for EnVyUs here. Kenny S back on the AWP. Money starting to get in a better place for HellRaisers. There's still another eco coming in if they were to lose this round. So still all to play for here as we get the 3-3. This is more of a default, though, from the French side. Going to be flashing towards long A, looking for this first shot. Apex charging in first, and Kenny has to back him up as well. Apex
does seem to have his flair, his confidence back. He's taking these challenges much more haphazard, as we've seen in the past. We know that that is kind of the style that favours him, the style that made him, well, widely regarded as one of, if not the best entry fragger at one point or another.
Yeah, for sure.
And so the CTs have a moment of silence. Bondic is the one playing that flex role. We hear Chad talk about it all the time. This is one of the harder roles to play on the CT side, and he waits for the call from Angel and Dead Fox, and it's certainly going to be making it now because Angel has fallen. The fallen Angel, Mr. Lucifer himself, and Apex gets another. No, he doesn't. Dead Fox shuts him down. 2 quick kills. Now they're white. They're full vulnerable, but NBK still manages to find success. This is just back and forth, to and fro, tit for tat. And things will once again take a little bit more of a downturn. Still haven't got that bomb across.
2-on-2. Happy now with this very important frag towards Zero. He actually nails as well. A lot of noise coming from Zero there. The bomb's not planted. Is there any reason for him to be that loud and aggressive? Still though, 2 versus 1. It's up to Sticker now. He hasn't got a kit. He hasn't got any grenades, and 2 terrorists to find as well. They'll be biding their time. Don't want to fully commit just yet. We're going to check every single angle before they go for the plant. Obviously, as soon as the plant comes in, it's 4 seconds where a player's out of the situation. Sticker smoked out a connector for now. What's the option here? He gives himself away, but in return, so does Sticker.
It's just a 1v1 at this point in time, and neither is able to hit a single bullet.
Yeah, literally only 20 bullets left, so 1 magazine in the M4 to finish his round off.
It's certainly not impossible, but it does make life a little difficult for him. He does only have 10 left. 10 to find Sixer, and he's there. Aggressive on APC. He has that what would widely be regarded as an off angle. And it does gonna take him by surprise. Does gonna. Come on, Alex.
What is so much wrong with you today?
Well, I haven't really slept or stopped speaking.
Why don't you talk slower?
That's not really how I roll. I'll try.
Well, just breathe.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe through my nose right now.
Really? Okay, this is not going well for you at all.
No, I'm having a horrible time. I want to cry.
It's a force buy for HellRaisers. They're going all in, Alex.
Okay, here we go. I'm just going to cast really slowly so that my brain can keep up with what I'm saying.
So we've got 5-7 CZs, a UMP for 0, and only 1 M4. That's in the hands of Sticko. He's playing very well so far, but it's a stack towards long A. Only 2 players towards B at the moment, and 0 is smoked out. It's difficult for him to actually get any intel here. Do the CTs push out towards long? Do they actually commit and try and go aggressive here? As the terrorists do rotate back. They've got a nice little crossfire towards the hay bales as well. Oh, actually adjusting slightly. Oh, Angel, this could be bad timing. And he does get the first shot there with the 5-7. Nice work by him, and Dead Fox still there to back him up as well.
Solid precision, loving that. Kenny, however, is low. Can't seem to finish the job. Dead Fox is really stuck between a rock and a hard place. No health to show, really, as well. Just 19 points of health. He knows Kenny's low, and he wants to try and finish the job, but he's being hunted down. And what? He takes the head off happy. Huge work from Dead Fox as he keeps the numbers level. Now just Kenny and Sixer remain for Envy. And this was it. You said it's an all or nothing play, and it could very well be an all for HellRaisers, should they pick this one up. Bondic's on a close angle. Sixer's making noise. He's like an elephant. Nearly sure he makes himself vulnerable with that throwing the Molotov, and no, not quite enough for the CT to thrive, but Sixer looking for his 4th.
Yeah, 0 comes in from mid here. There was an AK in front of him. He could have picked that up and potentially had a bit higher of a chance here. Once again, oh, there we go. I'm going to number. Once again, no diffuse kit, no grenades. He's just relying on the surprise factor, and so far it's working out for him. Gets the first kill on Kenny.
Sixer again chooses to take the fight, and again he picks it up. 4 kills for the new chip off the old block, Sixer. And that's his 10th kill as well. Top of the scoreboard for Envy. That's certainly not bad for his debut here in the Pro League, at least under the EnVyUs banner. Yeah,
it's another eco for HellRaisers as well. So it's a massive round for Sixer to pick up another 1v1 situation. It was a force buy from HellRaisers. So the fact they only had 1 UMP and 1 M4, it's actually pretty impressive overall. They got it down to the 1v1 and still had a chance of that round. But not meant to be this time. They're going to have PT50s and USPs going into round number 9. It's 5-3, and you can see EnVyUs reading the economy very nicely indeed. They have 2 Mac 10s, not investing too heavily in this round. Want to farm some cash with the SMGs and actually focusing towards B once again. Probably the best thing to do is treat it like a gun round. You still use the same smokes, couple of Molotovs, flashes over, and then trying to stick together, throwing those Mac 10s in first.
nothing really for HellRaisers to do in this situation. I love that they've got the double Mac 10 as well, because they can just shred through these unarmored CTs. It's going to be a massacre. Surely, surely. Oh my god, they're all white. 4. CT's doing the flashbang dance, and Dance Apex does. 2 for him. A flood of frags alongside that. Was happy he picked up a double himself. Admittedly, not all with the SMG, but it's enough for Envy to go ahead and have a big smile on their face.
Yeah, very convincing stuff there. Didn't have to work too hard for it. Got a bit scary when HellRaisers had the stack coming in and those initial Mac 10s bullets didn't land, but still we go to another gun round here, 6-3. On the very favoured side, I'd say. Okay, I guess it's kind of more stabilising these days. You see a lot of teams actually picking up wins on the CD half, depending on the matchup. But still, I'd say it's still a very team-favoured map, and they're going to be 6-3 right now. This is the NIP smokes we all know and love so well. The good thing about these is it obviously opens you up to flanks and fakes. You can do lots of different things. We go back towards B or run towards middle and go straight into A.
Yeah, keep your eyes on Sixer. It's going to be him who does show face as soon as he smokes Plume. He's going to be the one on towards platform, and here he goes. Cover has been provided by his teammates. He chooses to flash himself out through plateau, turns his back, and now looks to try and find a body. No, he does. He's lost. I think he genuinely has made a mistake there. Chooses to retreat, but Zero's still in prime position to do damage. In the meantime, it's going to be Apex who emerges from stable, and what on earth? April can't seem to hit a single bullet. Complete whiff. Bomb can go down completely uncontested, and Dead Fox has missed shots as well. HellRaisers, this has not been a good round, and
that nade
entirely based off of missing shots.
Well, happy flanking, of course. It's actually quite a nice setup for him as well. Now he's got 1 kill. He showed his presence. They have to watch the flanks as well, trying to retake the bomb side as well. They haven't got a kit. This round's over, and Happy, he's going to absolutely destroy them here. They know he's going to be lurking around. They're just trying to sneakily get out of there. It's like, God, guys, just leave him alone. He might not kill us if we just don't face him. Stick together.
His presence, it's so cool just to see the power of 1 kill. It turns 3 members around, and yes, he goes down, but he's well, not single-handedly, but almost the majority of the work was done by Happy there. That 1 kill causes paranoia rife within the CT side. They were unwilling to commit. They knew that if they were to commit towards the side, they would have their backs turned to Happy. And that was the kind of lurking that we know him for, the very effective lurking that wins rounds.
Different there from what we've normally seen from the EnVyUs classic Happy lurks, flanks, or whatever you want to call them. He normally sends 4 players towards A, and he's there towards drop down by himself. I guess it was a little bit of a change here. So it was Sixer going in towards the B side. He got lost in the smoke that we saw. He's the one, he's a distraction. And I guess at that point, they probably thought, okay, it's one of the classic 4-1 setups. We can go now, go back towards A, but Happy's there waiting towards drop down. He actually gets in behind them, finds that first kill, and that's such an important kill. The fact he stays alive as well, and they know he's actually coming behind them a connector. They have to slow right down. And the fact they have no kits as well, they can't really commit to a full retake there. They know he'll be get shot in the back by Happy. So what's the best decision? Try and stay alive, just fall back. They managed to keep 2 weapons up, but overall, Happy just completely wrecking them. There's going to be 7-3, and I think a player dropped out of the server. So we're going to have to wait slightly while he comes back.
We've lost him. Bondic down. I'm sure we'll be getting him back as soon as possible. In the meantime, please do tweet all of your possible cold cures. How do you get rid of this blocked nose? What do you recommend? Because I want to get rid of this, but I want to nip this in the bud before I become a...
Vitamin C, I think that's what people
Vitamin
say.
C? What, like
tea with lemon.
What's it called? Baraka? That'll probably help.
Probably help. I don't think it'll cure it. It might help.
Okay, vitamin C. So eat some oranges. Maybe get some sunshine. That'd be good. I haven't seen much of that recently.
Yeah, that could help. Good night's sleep.
A good night's sleep, yeah. My body can actually rest. That sounds good. Okay, so I'm just going to do all that. I'm going to go...
No more after parties.
No. After parties are for losers. That's what I always say.
That's what you've always said.
Yeah, roll back the years. All right, let's get into it. Look at that buy from HellRaisers. Bondic's not even got any armor. Just a 5-7 for him.
They didn't partial. They did like a partial buy around the saved weapons they've got, right? So
yeah,
they saved them all, but then
it's just Kevlar, right?
Yeah, so they're just trying to do what they can. If Dead Fox can do something with this, if the top AWPer, on Cobble especially, if he can find the first kill and then rotate back towards A or try and find another aggressive kill in the middle, it can be a round they can definitely win. So we'll see what he can do here. He's actually working towards the upper platform for now. Happy though, of course, he'll be by himself towards B, towards drop-down rim, just waiting for anyone pushing behind, getting aggressive here while his teammates work towards A. Just dissecting this long A area. There's not going to be any CTs waiting for them though. It's going to be Angel, he's top of mid, and there it is. Dead Fox takes down Happy. But that's not a... Actually, do you know what? That's actually quite an important kill. Everyone knows how EnVyUs play, and considering that he's got that first kill, nothing else is there, he's probably calling his teammates, hey, you can probably bank on this being an A side.
I'm surprised they haven't started rotating quicker. I mean, you're right. You've kind of so eloquently put it, as I can't, that killing Happy early, I'm surprised Zero hasn't started moving a little bit more. Perhaps that Molotov did keep him a little alert. Nice work from Angel, though. Takes Apex down, not forgetting he has only got that pistol to work with. The sidearm already done one. Can he find the second? It just needs the head of NBK. The weapon's been thrown towards him. NBK almost giving him a little lifeline there.
Yeah.
Instead, though, the numbers still continue to favor the boys from HellRaisers, and they are stacked up on this site, and surely Sixer realizes that there's just no way this site's going to be clear. He's even kind of predicting Bondik's location, but turns his back to him.
Oh,
This
thought about
patience.
it.
Oh,
Not going to check it.
Oh, the bomb's going down. This could be brutal. It will be one. Surely 2. Sixer so low. Hit a bullet, Bondik, please. No. All on Sixer, but he has no health and no hope. And now he's got no breath in his lungs. He's gone. Dead Fox takes him down. And we are going to be seeing HellRaisers find success off the back. What was essentially a saved M4 and a saved AWP. And you better believe they saved them again.
Yeah, so there it is. We said the AWP could be influential. They get their first kill on Happy. That normally signifies that it's going to be the teammates on the other side of the map. And indeed it was. They were all towards A. And Angel doing some good work with the 5-7 there. Close range, finds 1 kill, gives them a bit more of a lifeline there. And you have to say, EnVyUs had time to check the bomb side out there correctly. They actually used the nades towards balcony as well. Sixer considered checking it. You saw him looking at it, and it's like, nah, no chance. It's going to be fine. Let's just get the bomb down. And they went for a little stack while the bomb was been planted as well. And both players went down. And it will be 7-4. HellRaisers, though, they still have money left over. I think residual cash is going to be 6K, so they're not a full reset potential here, but it's a fast play.
This is so fast. Look at them go. They're already an almost outplat. It's still 1 minute 40 on the clock. Look how much damage they've taken before a single bullet is fired. Now, Zero's doing that. He's firing bullets and he's finding success. 2 down already. Oh, and they're just getting shredded. EnVyUs, this feels like an all-or-nothing play, and they found nothing. Apex left in drop, and good God, he's wondering where it all went wrong. Look at that, you've still got 80 seconds on the clock, and there you go, finally. Dead Fox will put the final nail in that coffin.
Yeah, well,
that was nuts.
They went for the full rush once again. That's the second time it hasn't really worked out for them. They've run into so much utility there. Like you said, not really many bullets being exchanged, but a ton of damage coming in. Nades, Molotovs, they're running through all of it, and it took a lot of damage in Zero. They're spraying them down, and the low HP players just dropping as soon as they come into the bomb side there. So it's going to be around number 30, and I don't think there's money available for EnVyUs. There's not, so they're going to go with Deagles, and no nades. They've got 1 smoke in the hands of Sixer, so where they're deciding to go with that. So maybe towards middle, smoke the connector area, and to try and rush and get a bomb down here. With the Deagles, they definitely can be effective weapons on towards Cobble, but not when Dead Fox is waiting for you at the top and middle like that.
Envy looking a little lost here. Very little of, it doesn't feel like there's much of a game plan at this, in this round.
Yeah, you probably want to try and get some long A control and do the set smoke towards connector. That certainly helps the matter, but it's Angel there in return. He's been good at changing his attention between long A and the middle area, and does it effectively there once again. He gets 2 headshots, so it's going to be a 4-on-2. Kenny has happy remain. The Eagles now not being as deadly as they once were before, and it's going to be 4 players surviving for HellRaisers, and they're doing a good job here. Considering as a CD side, you do expect the terrorists to win the half, but we'll have a look at the money now going for EnVyUs as we head into round number 14. There is money available for them. They haven't actually had to use the AWP too much here. If you remember that great matchup we had in Starlight against G2 and EnVyUs, like that amazing game. It was Kenny S like just running around and causing havoc on the T side of the AWP. He finally brings it out now, and we'll see whether he can find these opening picks. It seems like Dead Fox has been getting away with a lot more, considering he hasn't had this battle.
Is this really going to be... No, it's not going to be the same fast play. This is different already. You can see the boost will be coming in. Actually, recently saw Simple lining up a wallbang from the steps to that boost. Did you see that? It was crazy. It was like lining up with the concrete lines, and it looked like it would be just enough to take the head off with a headshot wallbang. Crazy concept, and oh, that HE has absolutely shreked him. He's going to get cooked and roasted as well. 38 points of health just from utility alone. It's an all too familiar story. Look at that. Sixer and Kenny. Barely got 100 points of health between them after that. Apex has been given some freedom towards drop, though. No fight towards rock, no fight towards statue. He's just walking in. Now he's going to spot them. And Sticko, did you not see him? Back to turn. He's going to be 1. Should he find a second as well? Zero's using the smoke as cover, but for how long? No, doesn't even wait to dissipate. As it's going to be NBK to find it. And now just Angel and Dead Fox locked out of this one. Not without trying, though. Angel does try and find a way in, and it's NBK to fall, but 3 versus 1. And it was going to be an AWP rattling off across Cobble to end it.
Yeah, Apex given a bit too much freedom there, I'm afraid. The fact he gets that towards drop down completely undetected, walks into the bomb site there, is able to take down the first defending player on the CT side of the defense, and actually the player in the smoke as well on the upper platform. He has a hell of a time actually trying to defend off EnVyUs. Once they're in the bomb site there, the retake's always going to be tremendously difficult for the CT side to come in. Angel did what he could from connector, but ultimately taken down. Happy finding with the last 2 kills there. It's going to be round number 15. There's money available for HellRaisers, and still the AWP is going to be in the hands of Kenny S. He's been quiet in that respect. I haven't seen many AWP picks. He's only got 8 kills in this first half.
Absolutely taken down.
Absolutely taken down.
Looks like Dead Fox is going to flash himself in for a peek. Okay, aggressive work from him. He does manage to force Kenny away. And is this going to be a return? He's going for the same thing. It's flashback and tries to peek, but no! Dead Fox gets the better of him. Just 17 points of health. Must have clipped the corner of the concrete. Is he doing it again? Really rinse and repeat? Dead Fox, man. Back and forth. This time he's unable to kind of push off of that due to the anti-flash. Or excuse me, the counter-flash. Words escaping me. Let's see if Sticko can escape the situation. Ready to provide the supportive smoke. Molotovs, this is going to be EnVy executing on towards B, and you can't help but worry that Dead Fox is going to get caught out here. He's trying to find some form of cover. Sticko wiped, but not the first time. Tag coming in from the AWP. Now 4 versus 3. It's going to be EnVy just raining down terror. All of the defense has fallen. And again, it's Angel and Bomb win conditions. Was winning the pistol in the second half. HellRaisers needed that one.
Yeah, you got it in the end. So yeah, HellRaisers doing a nice little job there. That's actually that really cool smoke from the top of middle, landing all the way to a connector. You saw it, like the way it bounced was actually kind of sick.
That was really cool.
And kind of the cool thing about that as well, it buys you time. Like the CT's can't call that's coming straight away, so you've got time to move and get in position. By the time it blooms, you're ready to go. And they got in there nice and quick. Got the bomb down, and the CTs, they got a few kills in return. Ultimately, HellRaisers winning all the duels, and we go into the second round here. EnVyUs coming in with the full force spy here. Deagles, CZs, and Kenny S has bought upgraded pistols as well. So
here we go. 3 UMPs, and now the flood of T is about to arrive. That does sound like a dream for a Brit. 2 down already. Look at this. EnVy surely not again. They seem to have no problems finding wins on the force buys. Admittedly, it was more difficult on Nuke, but this time Cobblestone is making things look a little easier. No, look at that. HellRaisers bite back. It was Dead Fox and Sticko, 2 in a row for both of them. And all onto one man. That one man was Sixer, and he is unable to find anything particularly exciting. So after a spectacular start from EnVy, getting the first 2 kills, they couldn't seem to go ahead and close things out. 5 versus 3 closed out by the remaining 3 of HellRaisers, and they're now forced into this dire circumstance of, I assume, it's going to be full 5 USPs, not a single item bought. That's the purest of ecos. This
is the problem now for EnVyUs. So when we do second round force buy, you're keeping your AWP a little bit more honest, right? He's not getting armor. He might not even get an upgraded pistol, maybe a P250 tops. Kenny, they're very reliant on his AWP, especially on this map as well. He's so powerful with it, and now he's going to be limited going forward. They used to be able to pull that off all the time. EnVyUs were famous for the second round force buys and always getting away with it. Not so much the case anymore. So it will be 4 USPs and 1 P250 for Apex. So this is almost guaranteed round for HellRaisers as they make their way towards drop down. They get the first kill on Sixer. At this point, don't need to overcommit. Wait for some rotations to come in. You can see they've got one person watching the flank as well. It's going to be Angel towards top of mid. And they will just be slowly but surely making their way to the B side here.
What I love about this is there's just no subtlety to it. There doesn't need to be. You know you can take these fights and you can win them. And so HellRaisers, they're like, yo, we're going drop, we're going plat. And well, I was going to say there's nothing you can do about it. MBK has other plans. He tagged him up again. Look at that, nearly taking Sticko down. That could have been 3 kills with a pure USP round. EnVy still doing damage, even in the most dire of circumstances, and this will be the first buy. You said, it's going to cripple the opportunities for an AWP, and it does. That force buy. I mean, one person in that force buy doesn't buy Kevlar and a pistol, and you're in. It's simple.
Well, here we go then. It's going to be 5 players with no HUD armor. Now, it could be an issue now they've got a UMP set up for Angel, and no AWP, of course. That's a big deal. Like, Kenny S is so sick on this map with that AWP, and they're going to be struggling. If they lose this round, it's almost a sudden eco, and HellRaisers could take a massive lead there, so we'll see what they can do. The setup is going to be 3 players towards A, 4 EnVyUs there, and it's going to be some presence from the terrorists as well, and here comes the first exchange.
That's going to go the way of Angel. There you go. It's a headshot with a UMP, and another one. You said it was going to be a problem, Henry, and you are Mystic Meg. You're right. Just Sixer and NBK remaining. Wow, blink and you miss it. Still 80 seconds on the clock, and Molly's raining down. There's no real safe corner for NBK to find. Is going to be found on APC, and I mean, hunted down as well by Bondik. This time, the first AK frag does get acquired. It's Bondik to take NBK's head off, and Sixer's wondering what on earth he could possibly do here. It's just going to be a question of keeping that M4 in his grasp. Or is that bomb when you need it? It is still firmly in the hands of Sticko, and he's going to gradually decide, okay, maybe it's time to get that bomb down.
Well, the thing is now, EnVyUs, they put themselves in this position. They had to do something a little bit more elaborate. They knew they were up against it. They didn't have much to work with there. No kids, no armor, or no HUD armor. And we said it at the start of the round that UMP could be a massive problem. They threw him towards danger first. There's 2 CDs waiting for him. He manages to find 2, upgrades his weapon as well, keeping all 5 players alive here. It's just Sixer as we by himself. He's in T-spawn. He just completely booked it from this round. He's going to be hiding behind the big rock by the toilets. And yeah, round over.
I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't get to save this one. I think Zero could very well check rocks as he emerges from here.
Let's have a look. Angel's coming from the other side as well.
He is screwed.
Oh, I think they spot his head, maybe.
Okay, you're surely dead. No, Six is going to be able to find cover, and the time will be his best friend there. Tag to 44. But it was not to be.
Surely don't force this,
for the
please.
T. Oh, please, I see no. Kevlar.
Please no.
I see Deagles. Okay, maybe They're being not.
Okay,
No,
it's okay.
They're
It's
going.
all right.
They're being restrained.
They're maximum loss bonus anyways. They keep it around the 2K mark. They're fine. So you're happy. Surely Kenny has to keep it more.
Yes, yeah, 2,800.
Okay. Now they're going to be able to. It's going to be 11-9, but they get the all.
These are the rounds that I see Envy win, and it boggles the mind. They've boosted Sixer up, so he's going to try and draw blood early. They were anticipating it, and still Sixer gets the kill. That's huge. Solid work from Envy. The nade does nothing. And just as I was saying, these are the rounds Envy win. Not necessarily by the fault of HellRaisers, but more so just they seem to have an affinity for these kind of what I would regard as silly rounds. That's going to be a flashbang to try and work his way out and have a little bit of room to breathe towards Statue. Again, Dead Fox as well. He's going to be vulnerable to stairs, and Kenny's done damage, and look at it, it's happening, it's unraveling. 2 from Kenny with the PT50, doesn't even need an AWP to make an impact. Now Zero and Angel, and they are going to go ahead and try and claw things back. This is very reminiscent of the second round. Envy, they do early damage, and they get shredded by the remaining HellRaisers players. Let's see if they can finish the job, though. But yes, 2 members do not have armor, but they do have weaponry, and we know Kenny with that AWP is not to be laughed at, despite the absence of armor. Zero's got different plans there.
Yeah, they still have 50 seconds here, but the problem is now Kenny S does have that idea, and that kill. Angel just throws caution to the wind and throws himself out the window. And he's going to be 0 remaining, and he's got the bomb in hand, but a lot of work to do. If he can find his first kill towards 6, maybe he's got a chance. There are 2 towards B still.
A lot of work, but a lot of money. He can just go ahead and go for this. He knows that they're going to have limited armor. He also knows that he's got $8,000 in the bank, and so can probably just go ahead and try and make the play. Not going to be expecting that angle. Nice work from Sixer, playing it very safely. And Envy win that round. It's always those crazy kind of no armor, maybe a cheeky deagle in there. And it was actually Kenny's P250 that started HellRaisers' loss there.
Oh, absolutely. They boosted up Sixer towards drop down at the start of the round, trying to find that first kill, and why not? That's probably... Cobble's one of those maps. It's not like Cash or Dust 2. You can push into certain positions and go for aggressive kills. It's quite limited in that regard. So drop down boost is pretty much about as interesting as it gets. They get that first kill, and then he repositions, and Kenny S finding some great work there with the PT50. The round is shut down for HellRaisers. They get a bit rattled by that initial kill and throw himself into difficult situations. It's going to be 10-10 now. So a round EnVyUs probably shouldn't have won, and we're talking about that money being a bit of an issue. Now they have got the AWP and a full buy going forward. They're actually in a great position now as we head into round number 6. The AWP is out of Dead Fox, though. And this looks interesting. They're setting up towards smokes, towards the A side of the map, potentially. Dead Fox is just in the same smoke, I believe, towards Connector. Oh, no, has he messed that up? He's really messed that smoke. Oh, no, his game's towards mid. I see what he's doing now.
Dead Fox in his mysterious smokes. It does enable him to come pushing up ramp without being spotted too much. It's a...
No, I'm not sure that smoke was... I don't think it was sophisticated. I don't think
We're trying to theory craft it.
Yeah.
And actually, Happy taking a very open angle, using that smoke to try and cover and obscure it. It's going to work for him eventually. No, he's not. Can't finish the job. Angel tagged up in the smoke, but he's the one to pick up the frag, and HellRaisers are going to be picking this one up unless Sixer does something mad, and that's certainly mad enough too. Ooh. And he's allowed to escape. 23 points of health. He's got a kit, and he's got it as well. Sticko falls. New blood Sixer draws blood. 3 quick kills, and he enables his team to find 11.
It looked like HellRaisers had that one all tied up. It's just 6 3 versus 1. He comes out Connector, causes a ton of damage there. I thought he was going to get killed when he was falling back there. Only takes 1 shot, and he comes out of the same position. I guess the terrorists maybe expecting he's going towards balcony at that point, but the fact he refaces and nails the final shot as well.
Wow.
Very impressive, and I think this is the force buy from HellRaisers. This could be the beginning of the end. They still have money available to come down for 1v1, but still there was so much money available for EnVyUs. They still got the AWP. They still have M4s. They're okay. And there's a Tech 9 at Galil for Zero and Angel. So what is the play here?
What is the play? I mean, yes, they've got a lot of nades.
This is the smoke Dead Fox did before. It landed like the mid-ramp. I want to see what it's landed this time. Maybe he screwed it up round before.
Wasn't this the same lineup for the cool one towards door?
Yeah,
I think
so
he just messed up before.
Before they went towards mid-ramp. It's supposed to go in the connector from what I...
This is the cool bounce. Look, ding, dong, ding.
Yeah, this one actually works this time. So he messed it up before.
So delayed. It's so cool. Wow. Okay, I love that. Love that a lot. And he could throw that and be halfway towards B. You know, like that's actually really nice. Either way, the round is transpiring, and I should get back into it. I'm just falling in love with a smoke. Sixer has an opportunity to... Oh, he could have peeked off the back of that flashbang. It would have been a risk. Instead, he takes the freebie. 1 back turned, and they've got perfect use of their flashes. Without a team flash, actually, HellRaisers couldn't get the trade because they were doing the flashbang dance, and they continue to do so. They've invested their flashes so well here, Envy, delaying and enabling Sixer to not only keep hold of that bomb, but also make life difficult for them. And that smoke is perfect. Henry's not wrong. Zero caught as he emerges from it. And Sixer is doing so much damage. This is his 3rd. Wow, Envy are gonna, you said it was the beginning of the end, and this looks like a good start for the French.
Yeah, Six is playing out of his mind right now. 26 kills. He's just leading the charge
What a
by
tank.
more than 10 frags for his team. And that's kind of sick. Like, the last 2 rounds have been insane for him. That 3 versus 1, and he defends a full mid push pretty much by himself there. He gets the bomb down towards Connector, and he could have like thrown the smoke on top of the bomb or trying to delay them somehow, some other way, but he gets the smoke so perfectly in front of the bomb. They have to commit for a full grey screen to try and get it. He capitalizes, and it's a really nice round there from EnVyUs overall, especially from Sixer. And another eco for HellRaisers. Looking like it will be 13-10, but you never know. The Deagles can do some work here, as Kenny has the third shot, but he's going to fall back here. Dead Fox has been legged, and they can't really get much of that initial push.
Not too shabby, Envy. HellRaisers, I mean, they had the right idea, putting bodies in one big pack. However, an AWP shot and a HE made life. Excuse me.
It's okay. Made life a little bit difficult. Or you see which way you go with that one?
Yeah, that's what I was going for. Sorry,
Right.
I appear to be coming down with something. Down with the sickness. That's a Disturbed song.
Yep.
Ooh, Okay, MBK. 2 to find here, and it's already 1. Wow, knocks 0 on his backside swiftly, and Happy goes hunting. So easy. This round is over. Kenny loses his weapon, but that's all Dead Fox is going to be able to do. And in fact, they can retrieve that as well. So nothing really lost. They can even upgrade that FAMAS, and they find 13 now. Look at the money. It's going to be... They're going to be hard-pressed to kind of go ahead and get 2 consecutive buys. Oh dear, okay. HellRaisers, this is a very important round. Putting 40 on the board for Envy and having... What's their loss bonus at? I need to... Okay, they've got max.
After this round, it'll be max, but they obviously still can win this round. So, Dead Fox with the AWP. And yeah, it's a pretty decent buy overall. They've got everything they need. They've got the Molotovs, the smokes, the AWP, the AKs, and then as we work in pixel looking. This is probably a full default going into round number 9. Kenny, I say, where's he positioned? They normally throw Kenny by himself towards the B side. Well, not by himself. He's normally B primarily. He never goes towards A and anchors that position. Normally up to Apex and normally back to by Happy as well. You can see the boost coming in right now. If we just jump over the Happy screen, I'll just try to explain what's going on in this setup. Happy's boosted up position and Apex should be towards the APC. He baits in towards long A, so he takes only a vision, gets that first shot and falls back. And Apex or Happy can have the chance to reposition and concentrate towards middle. So it's a nice little way to crossfire and have both areas unlocked.
So Apex is essentially just a scout.
He's
a scout.
He's protecting him from long A, essentially. So he can't, Apex can't get killed from middle, Happy can't get killed from long A. It allows Happy that boost, get that first kill, drop down, and then focus towards long A.
I like it. I like it a lot. And this is what we've seen actually increasing as of late here on Cobble. You put the T side off into drop aggressively.
Shoxy did this in that amazing game at Star Ladder.
Fallen as well. It's been doing it an awful lot.
And it was very explosive close range. It takes a certain type of AWP, and Dead Fox definitely has the potential to do so. Can he nail his first shot? Of course he can. Takes an MBK to kick things off.
No, is he anticipating a second? I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't. And Six is taking the fight to him. Dead Fox does get that one. We said it's an important round, and Dead Fox seems to be thriving in scenarios like this. Nice work from Zero as well. Kenny catches Zero on the peek out, though, and a second from Kenny. Spicy from the Frenchman. Not so common in the French cuisine. He does so anyway. Nice work again from Happy. This is going to be all falling to Angel again, but now it's a 1v1. Surely you don't take a fight with an AWP. Angel does. Balls of steel. And now Kenny chooses to peek out on the back of his flash and unable to cross as well. Angel fluffing a little bit, but going close. That's exactly what you need to do, Kenny! What was that? Goes up close and takes the fight. AKV AWP, barrel to barrel. And it's going to be Envy's 14th.
Nice shot there from Kenny and finish it off. You did a dab there at the end, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about. What's the? Could you define what a dab is?
I don't know.
Is it a digital acoustic something?
No, that was very sick from Kenny overall. What a play for him to finish it off. Close range headshot was 10 seconds. Obviously, the terrorists have to run in and try and make a close range for Kenny S. He thrives in those sort of situations.
Oh, classic.
3 weapons available for HellRaisers, and now we get to the point, the crescendo of this second map, Alex. It's going to be a 4 spike coming in. They don't want to allow EnVyUs to get to match point. As we enter round number 10.
The crescendo. The crescendo, the climax, the pinnacle. This is the same setup we saw before from it, but this time we have the opportunity to see how it plays out. Henry's outlined exactly what the process is, and Apex is going to do that. He's going to draw fire. Surely Happy turns around here. Surely it's going to be 1 and 2 towards Stables. Can he get the kills? You better believe he can. No, dags him up. He actually did take Dead Fox down through the stables just as he fell. His last dying wish was he took Dead Fox with him, and now HellRaisers, they're really in trouble. It's going to come down to Sixer and NBK to wrap things up, put a bow on it, and nearly put it under the Christmas tree just one round before Christmas Day.
Yeah, Sixer continuing that strong form once again, but that boost we talked about in the round before. We didn't get to see it work in that round, but this round we certainly did. Happy, it goes very nicely for him indeed. His teammates.
Was it quite impressive to see just how late he chose to turn around? He was convinced someone was going to be coming late round.
Well, that's the thing, right? His position is primarily focused towards mid, right? So he doesn't want to get shot in the back. That's a nightmare situation. He's hoping that a flank comes in, but still he comes around and gets 2 kills. Look at that. And yeah, just set smokes towards B. They'll be probably going towards connector and drop down. Maybe between the tree as well. We'll have a look.
It looks like a fail.
Yeah, they are.
That's okay.
So one for the bomb side to stop the vision from connector, and then one behind to the tree as well. The 6-up. Flash should be going down here. There it is. Bomb gets the first kill. But the problem is Kenny S. He's so strong in these positions. Can't land the second shot though. 3-on-3. A chance now for HellRaisers to try and get the bomb down here. The smokes are still up, and Bondek is going to be flashed in, but his teammates. Okay, he's okay.
Look at that trigger discipline, and Apex is surely not. He's got 2, and NBK will be bringing home the 16th round. 2 kills for NBK, 2 for Apex. And one of the most clear-cut victories you've seen from Envy in a while. Didn't really feel like they broke too much of a sweat. The French squad have done enough to go ahead and pick